Think your spare coins are worthless? Think again. Today, we're revealing the top 3 half-dollar coins that could be worth a fortune. These coins may look old, scratched, and ordinary, but some have sold for hundreds of thousands of dollars. Hidden errors, rare features, and tiny details can turn a simple coin into a life-changing discovery. So don't skip this video. Top 1, the 1971 half dollar, marked an important moment in American coin history. It was the first year the half dollar featured the Eisenhower-era design style following the earlier Kennedy series transition period. Millions of these coins were produced, and most of them are still only worth their face value today. However, not every coin is created equal. Hidden among these common pieces are extremely rare variations and error coins that have caught the attention of serious collectors around the world. Now let's focus on the specific coin that's making headlines. The 1971 half dollar with no mint mark. Typically, coins without a mint mark were produced in Philadelphia, which was standard at the time. But what makes this particular coin stand out is not just the absence of a mint mark, but a combination of rare characteristics that elevate its value to an entirely different level. First, we need to talk about condition. The coin we're discussing is in circulated, very fine condition. That means it has clearly been used in everyday transactions. You'll notice visible scratches, wear on the high points, and an overall aged appearance. Normally, this level of wear would decrease a coin's value significantly. But in this case, the rarity outweighs the condition. So why is this coin so valuable despite the scratches and circulation wear? The answer lies in unique minting anomalies. Some 1971 half dollars were struck using slightly misaligned dies or had subtle design differences that were not intended. These small variations can be extremely hard to detect unless you know exactly what to look for. In rare cases, a coin may also have been struck on a planche intended for another denomination, or it might show doubling in certain areas of the design. Collectors are especially interested in coins that combine multiple rare features. For example, a 1971 half dollar with no mint mark, visible doubling on the lettering, and unusual metal composition would instantly grab attention. When such a coin appears in the market, even in circulated condition, it can spark intense bidding wars among collectors. Another important factor is demand. Coin collecting has grown rapidly over the years, with more people entering the hobby and searching for rare finds. As demand increases, so do prices. A coin that might have sold for a few $1,000s decades ago can now reach hundreds of thousands, especially if it's one of only a few known examples. Authentication also plays a huge role. Before a coin reaches a high auction value, like $540,000, it must be verified by professional grading services. These experts examine every detail, from the metal composition to the strike quality, ensuring that the coin is genuine and accurately graded. Once certified, the coin becomes far more attractive to serious buyers. Let's not forget the excitement of discovery. Many valuable coins have been found in ordinary places, old coin jars, inherited collections, or even loose change. That's what makes this hobby so thrilling. The idea that a seemingly ordinary 1971 half dollar could turn out to be a rare treasure keeps collectors constantly searching. If you happen to come across a 1971 half dollar, don't dismiss it too quickly. Take a closer look. Check for the absence of a mint mark, examine the surface for unusual features, and pay attention to any signs of doubling or irregularities. Even if the coin looks worn or scratched, it could still hold significant value if it has the right characteristics. It's also worth mentioning that not every 1,971 half dollar will be valuable. In fact, the vast majority are still worth only 50 cents. But the possibility of finding that one rare piece is what keeps the excitement alive. It's a reminder that value isn't always obvious at first glance. In today's auction market, collectors are willing to pay extraordinary amounts for coins that tell a unique story. A 1,971 half dollar with no mint mark, circulated condition, and rare minting features represents more than just currency. It's a piece of history, a mystery, and a collector's dream all rolled into one. Top 2. The 1,976 Bicentennial Half Dollar with a D-mint mark. At first glance, it looks like just another old coin with scratches and signs of wear. But under the right circumstances, this very coin in circulated, very fine condition has been known to reach an astonishing value of up to $570,000 in today's auction market. This coin was released to celebrate 200 years of American independence, making it part of a special bicentennial series. Instead of the usual design, the reverse side features Independence Hall, a symbol deeply connected to American history. Millions of these coins were produced in 1975 and 1976, and they were widely circulated across the United States. Because of that, most people assume they are common and not worth much more than face value. But hidden among these coins are rare varieties that have become incredibly valuable. The example we're focusing on comes from the Denver Mint, which is identified by the small D mint mark on the coin. While Denver produced a large number of these half dollars, only a tiny fraction have the unique characteristics that make them highly desirable. These rare differences are often the result of minting errors or unusual production conditions that occurred during the striking process. Now let's talk about condition, because this is where things get even more interesting. The coin we're discussing is not in perfect shape. It's circulated, meaning it has been used in everyday transactions. It shows very fine details, but also includes visible scratches and wear. Normally, collectors prefer coins in mint or uncirculated condition, but rarity can completely outweigh condition when it comes to value. Even with scratches, a rare version of this coin can still command an incredible price. One of the key reasons behind such a high value is the presence of rare minting errors. Some bicentennial half dollars were struck with doubled dies, where parts of the design appear slightly duplicated. Others may have been struck off-center or on the wrong type of metal plache. There are even cases where coins show unusual thickness or weight, indicating a production anomaly. These small imperfections, which might seem like flaws, are exactly what make the coin valuable to collectors. Another factor that drives the price up is scarcity. Even though millions of bicentennial coins were made, only a handful of error coins with the right combination of features have been discovered. When collectors know that only a few examples exist, competition increases dramatically. This demand can push auction prices to extreme levels, sometimes reaching hundreds of thousands of dollars. The story doesn't end there. Authentication plays a crucial role in determining a coin's value. Before a coin can reach a price like $570,000, it must be carefully examined by professional grading services. These experts verify the coin's authenticity, study its condition, and confirm any rare features. Once certified, the coin gains credibility and becomes far more attractive to serious buyers and investors. There's also an emotional element to collecting coins like this. The 1,976 half dollar is more than just currency. It represents a celebration of history. For many collectors, owning a rare version of this coin is like holding a piece of the nation's story. That connection adds another layer of value beyond the physical characteristics of the coin itself. What makes this even more exciting is the possibility that such a coin could still be out there, waiting to be discovered. Many people have jars of old coins at home or collections passed down through generations. It's entirely possible that a rare bicentennial half dollar is sitting unnoticed among them. That sense of possibility is what keeps collectors searching every day. If you happen to find a 1976 half dollar with a D mint mark, take a closer look before spending it. Check the details carefully. Look for unusual features, doubling in the design, or anything that seems slightly off. Even if the coin has scratches and signs of wear, don't assume it's worthless. In the world of coin collecting, small details can make a huge difference. Of course, it's important to remember that not every bicentennial half dollar is valuable. In fact, most are still only worth 50 cents. But the rare ones, those with unique minting errors and special characteristics, are the ones that can change everything. They turn an ordinary coin into a collector's dream. In today's auction market, coins like this continue to surprise people with their incredible value. A circulated, very fine 1976 half dollar with a D mint mark and rare features can attract serious attention and high bids from collectors around the globe. It's a perfect example of how something small and seemingly insignificant can hold enormous worth. Top 3. The 1972 United States half dollar with no mint mark. A coin that may look worn, scratched, and completely average at first glance, yet under the right conditions, it has reached an incredible value of around $520,000 in today's auction market. The 1972 half dollar continues the well-known Kennedy half dollar series, a coin that has been part of American currency since 1964. By 1972, these coins were being produced in large numbers, especially at the Philadelphia Mint, which typically did not include a mint mark on its coins during that time. Because of this, finding a 1972 half dollar without a mint mark is not unusual on its own. What makes certain examples extremely valuable is not just the date or the missing mint mark, but the rare characteristics hidden within a small number of these coins. Let's focus on the condition first. The coin we're discussing is in circulated, very fine condition. That means it has clearly been used in everyday transactions over the years. You might notice scratches across the surface, slight flattening on the design, and a general loss of sharp detail. Normally, this level of wear would make a coin less desirable to collectors. But when rarity comes into play, even a scratched and circulated coin can become highly valuable. So what exactly makes this particular 1972 half dollar worth such an astonishing amount? The answer lies in rare minting errors and unique production anomalies. During the minting process, even a small mistake can create a coin that stands out from millions of others. Some 1972 half dollars were struck with double dies, where parts of the design, such as the lettering or Kennedy's profile, appear slightly duplicated. Others may show signs of die misalignment, off-center strikes, or unusual spacing in the design elements. In some rare cases, these coins may have been struck on the wrong type of metal planche, leading to differences in weight, color, or texture. These kinds of errors are incredibly rare, and when they appear on a coin, like the 1972 half dollar with no mint mark, they can dramatically increase its value. Collectors are always searching for coins that display these unusual features, especially when they are verified and authenticated. Another major factor behind the high value is scarcity. Even though millions of 1,972 half dollars were produced, only a very small number have the specific combination of errors and characteristics that collectors are looking for. When a coin is both rare and recognizable as a unique variation, it becomes highly desirable. This demand can lead to intense competition at auctions, where collectors are willing to pay extraordinary amounts to secure a rare piece. Authentication is also a key part of the process. A coin valued at $520,000 does not reach that level without being carefully examined by professional grading services. These experts analyze every detail of the coin, including its metal composition, strike quality, and any visible errors. Once the coin is certified, it gains credibility in the market and attracts serious buyers who are willing to invest large sums of money. There is also a sense of excitement and mystery surrounding coins like this. Many valuable coins have been discovered in the most unexpected places: old drawers, family collections, or even everyday pocket change. The idea that a rare 1,972 half dollar could still be out there, unnoticed and unrecognized, keeps collectors constantly searching. If you ever come across a 1,972 half dollar with no mint mark, it's worth taking a closer look. Examine the coin carefully under good lighting. Look for any signs of doubling in the text or design, unusual alignment, or anything that seems different from a standard coin. Even if the coin appears scratched and worn, don't dismiss it too quickly. Those imperfections might be hiding something valuable. At the same time, it's important to stay realistic. The vast majority of 1,972 half dollars are still only worth their face value of 50 cents. But the rare exceptions, the ones with unique minting errors and distinctive features, are the coins that can change everything. They turn an ordinary piece of currency into a collector's dream. In today's auction market, rare coins continue to surprise people with their incredible prices. A circulated, very fine 1,972 half dollar with no mint mark and the right combination of rare features can attract global attention. Collectors from around the world are always looking for the next hidden gem, and when one appears, the bidding can quickly climb to astonishing levels. This is what makes coin collecting so fascinating. It's not just about money, it's about history, discovery, and the thrill of finding something truly unique. Every coin has a story, and some stories are worth far more than anyone could imagine at first glance.